What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode on our $1 million challenge, where I start off with $1 and I'm working my way up to $1 million. If you're new here, basically what I'm doing is I'm taking my entire bankroll and I'm trying to get 1% profit every single day, and my stop loss is 4%. So that way I don't lose too much of the bankroll. And with that said, I'm gonna start getting into the video. So we got a lot of stuff to go over today. So I know some people like to skip through the bonuses, but I got a big thing coming up. So I want you guys to stay tuned for this because this is important. So the balance is starting off at $773 today, and that's a huge jump from last time. The reason it jumped so much is because I had a sign up bonus from another casino app that I signed up for, and I think this might be like the last one. So I'll dive into the details on that. I pretty much used up like every sign up bonus on every app I could, and this was the last one I think that I'm able to get for now. I pretty much exhausted all my resources with those. So that's massive, and that'll probably be like one of the biggest additions I'll have for a long time. So let's jump into the bonuses real quick, and then we'll get into some gameplay right afterwards. All right, so this first one was we got the weekly bonus. That was $3.78. Nice little addition to the bankroll. Then we got a typical deposit bonus on my one app that I use a lot. It's just put in $50 and I get $5 back. I wager that, and then we cash that out. So this is the deposit bonus. This was a first time new customer sign up bonus. So basically what you're looking at here is it's pretty self-explanatory. You have to sign up, you get a 100% deposit match up to $250. And that's a pretty big match, and it's a one-time playthrough, which is really good. I made a video on bonuses, on like how to find them, how to claim them, and how to use them to your advantage to be able to keep them. That's videos on my channel if you want to check that out. But with this, basically, it's a really good bonus. I signed up, I put $250 in, and I got my $250 match. And then I have some gameplay of me actually wagering that. So I didn't record the first bet that I did, but I was doing $50 bets, and I lost the first one, which is I forgot to record, so that's not in here. But you can see the balance is already down, so I should have $500, but I lost the first bet because I put $250 in, I get $250 back. So I lose the next bet, so I lose 2 bets in a row. All I'm trying to do is I'm doing high-low on this app, and I'm just getting either 2 or a ace. Ace is high. So I'm trying to get a 2 is a low card, a king is a high card, or ace is a high card, and just go the opposite. And I lost a couple hands there. Then I get this $5 bonus. I just from a free spin. And then I do the same thing. I take that over to high-low and just wager that. It's a pretty high odds of winning that, but obviously I lost a few. And this is a new app I got. So this is deposit $50 for a couple spins. This is a new app. This app is really good. I get a bonus every single day on here. It's wager $1 and then you get some sort of bonus, whether it's like free spins. Yeah, so on that new app, that's the one here. So this app in this column is the sign up bonus app. And then this app that's highlighted here, this is an app on my cell phone, that has a really good bonus system where it's every single day you have to wager $1, and then you get some sort of bonus. It's like a randomized little crate type thing, but you get anywhere from a free $1 to add to your balance, or you get a bunch of spins or deposit match bonuses. So that's a really good app. I added that to the deck of apps that we use outside of the website. So that's gonna be it though for adding all the apps up. So we're up to, what is that, 2, 4, 6 apps total that I'm getting bonuses from. I think that's gonna be it. There's gonna be no more added unless some sort of new casino app comes out, but that's what we got for now. So that's what we're sitting at. It's a pretty good lineup, and that's gonna be pretty much everything here. This is everything I talk about, and I mentioned this a couple episodes ago, but we are playing behind. I don't play on the exact day. So this is technically today where I'm at in reality, but for recording purposes, I play a little bit behind. So I'm actually, back here, but that shows you that all those apps are now in the bonus videos in the beginning of episodes. So with all that being shown and talked about, we're sitting at $773 in the balance. which makes our 1% profit goal $7.73, and then our stop loss is about 30 bucks. All right, we're coming into dice, and the plan today is to go back to basics again and do my safe strategies that I used to do in the beginning of the challenge. We were doing this recently, and I'm going back to it. I keep trying to change things up. It's tough. I'm trying to figure out what works, but I don't think anything's like guaranteed, right? There's no guaranteed strategy. I'm just trying to see what works best for me. But we're gonna stick with the low risk, the high payouts. That's kind of my style. I've been trying to do a little bit higher risk with like baccarat, blackjack. It's not really working out for me. I think I'm just getting super unlucky. I don't think I'm really doing anything like necessarily super wrong. I don't know, but it's just not working out in my favor. So today the plan is to play a little bit safer, see if we can get some easier wins, and we're gonna start off on dice. We're starting off with the 1.2x. That's our multiplier. So we have an 82% chance of winning this. I'm starting off with a $5 bet. Maybe I should go up more. See, this is where I struggle because I don't want to like bet too much, but I don't want to lose too much either. We're gonna start off with $5. We're gonna start with $5 and try to get like maybe 3 wins. So we just got to go over a 17.5. First one's an L. Dang, it looks like I have a bowl cut. I need a haircut really bad, but yeah, it looks like I have a bowl cut. Either way, yeah, that's tough L. It's tough L. Hopefully we can get a couple wins on. Okay, all right. Let's kind of get like 2 wins, maybe 3. All right, we're down a good bit. Let's bring this down to like 25 cents. And then we're gonna do the strategy where I try to go over 25. So I'm gonna try to roll over 25. Every time we hit the red, I gotta hit the green once, and then I double up twice and go for 2 wins. So we're gonna start with 25 cents. Pretty high bet for the strategy, but we need to come back a little bit. We're pretty far down, just getting 2 losses on that. It was like an 82% chance we lost 2 of them. So that's kind of tough. But let's try to run this up a little bit. I'm gonna turn this down. Looks like my game's pretty slow today. But I wanted to mention, you know, we lost. I feel like we've been losing a good bit recently, which is okay. It's gonna happen. It's a pretty high bet, $4. All right. We'll double this up to $8. It's pretty high. One more. All right, let's bring this back down. That's a really high bet. Back down to 25 cents. But I've been losing a good bit recently, and that's gonna happen with playing a long time like I do. I've been playing for a while now. I've been playing since like January. So we're bound to start getting some losses. You know, I think we've all seen it happen, and one more. Okay, cool. It's bound to happen. The more you play, the more you're gonna lose. That house edge really comes into play the longer you play anything, really. So I think the biggest thing is it's not necessarily, you know you're gonna lose at some point. I think that's, especially with gambling, that's how it works. And I try to say this a lot, but I've been forgetting that. I know I don't say it every single episode, but ideally, don't gamble. It's a losing game in the long run. You're not guaranteed to win. The house always wins, and you shouldn't risk your money unless you're willing to lose it. If it's disposable income, feel free. But at the end of the day, it's not a good strategy to make money. I'm doing this purely for fun, so I don't recommend you try to gamble and actually like make money off it. But I have to reiterate that because I know some people, I don't suggest you try this. I never recommend anyone does this, but I just got to say that out loud. I don't promote this stuff. I don't encourage it. There's a lot of losses there. The thing is, I think what's important about not even just gambling, I think with anything in life, the more you can handle a loss, because I realized that recently with myself, It sucks to get losses. It's hard to keep your emotions out of it. But the better you can handle losses in life, the better life will be for you, because you can come back. If you can bounce back from a loss, I think that shows more than being able to handle the wins, because handling a win's easy. Everyone can handle a win. But it's really the people that can handle a loss and like keep pushing, that's like the most valuable. If you can really handle, oh my gosh, I'm trying to keep this speech on track and we're just getting rinsed over here. The better you can handle a loss, the better life will be, as you can bounce back from stuff. That shows like true strength, right? If you can't handle a loss, then how are you gonna handle anything, you know? I don't know. That's my little motivational speech for today, as I'm getting absolutely torched. I thought that was so funny. What a coincidence. But yeah, I don't know. It's tough for me personally, because it's hard to see me lose money like this, especially recently in the challenge. But the thing is, realistically, I know I have to ground myself a lot, but this isn't even really my money. It's all free, like bonus money. It's all stuff I claimed. I mean, obviously it'd be nice to like cash out and keep the money, so like it kind of is my money, but it's not like I'm personally losing this money at the end of the day. You know, it's not like it's hurting me financially to lose in this challenge, but especially with everyone else watching, I want to keep pushing. I want to keep making progress, right? I don't ever want to have setbacks. It's tough to have a setback. So that's why I get frustrated when I get some losses, because I want to get through the challenge and make it enjoyable for everyone. But yeah, I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. But I have a funny story. So I went whitewater rafting many years ago, back in like high school, and there was this dude. We went whitewater rafting. We were trying to go like super safe and do like the smallest rapids. And this is a big bet. Oh man. Okay. We were very deep in the hole. Okay. So we went whitewater rafting. We were trying to go on like the safest possible rapids, because we weren't trying to like risk our lives, right? So we go out there and we're like literally in like standstill water. There's like 0 rapids in this entire trip. It was like 3 hours long. We're paddling out there. There's a big group of us. We had 2 rafts. We had like 12 people, 6 people per raft. And we're paddling. There's like this dude in a kayak just chilling. He's like some older guy too. Probably like, I don't know, maybe like in his 40s or 50s. And he looks like just super chill, man. Like very like, this guy probably lives in a cabin by himself, like very woodsy type looking guy. And he pulls up next to us, and we're all like, we have to move this giant raft. The raft has 6 people in it, and we're in standstill water trying to make some progress on this like very long straightaway. And he pulls up next to us in this little kayak, and he's like, every time we saw him like 3 times throughout the whole 3-hour journey. Like we would go ahead of him, he would catch up to us, or like we catch up to him type of thing. And he had this like big like safari hat on, and these like shades, like giant shades. Like he looked like he was out there, if you know what I mean. Like he looked like he was on something, like chilling. And he'd always just say some like super like wise words of wisdom to us, and it was like hilarious. But the first time we came across him, he just said like, but I think like the first time we came up on him, he was just like, hey, what's up guys, how's it going, like you guys enjoying the weather type of thing, just like very mellow, right? And then the next time we pull up on him, you know, we just kind of introduced ourselves or whatever. It was like very shallow, like light talk, right? And then like he pulls up later, from behind us out of nowhere, and we're struggling, like paddling this heavy whitewater raft, the big raft. And he pulls up behind us and he says, whatever you do, just keep on paddling. Just keep on paddling. Whatever you do, do not stop paddling. Just keep on paddling. We were cracking up, dude. That was so funny. But that was like, and then we met him again. He came up like later on in the day, and then he said some like wild stuff like we're all paddling, like we're all like, you know, meeting up at different times, but at the end of the day, we're all gonna end up at the same place. It was pretty cool. Pretty trippy looking dude. But he had some, I feel like that was a good point, you know? Whatever you do, just keep on paddling, don't stop. So, since I learned that message from that guy, my investment account that I have, I've had this investment account for a very long time, probably like soon after that trip. We need to get some wins here. We're going pretty deep. There we go. Come on. Oh my gosh. These are so brutal. Okay, nice. Ever since that trip, I named my investment account that I put all my money, not all my money, but where I invest a lot of my money into, it's called Keep on Paddling. Because the market, the way I look at it, the market goes up and down. You're gonna have dips in the market. You're gonna lose money some days. You're gonna be up, you're gonna be down. But at the end of the day, you just gotta keep on investing, keep on putting money in the market and not sell, and just let your investments grow. So my investment account is called Keep on Paddling. Come on, man. Give me a win here. Let's go. Come on. $8 bet. Come on. All right. I'm running out of breath, man. Getting stressed. Okay, we're back. We are working for this today. I think I'm gonna hop out of dice pretty soon here. If we can just finally get some wins. Oh my God. Whew. Gotta go for some high bets here. All right, $4 bet. Oh my gosh. All right, $8 bet. Barely. Whew. One more $8 bet. All right. Those are so risky, those $8 bets. I gotta stop doing that. I mean, that's how I gotta play the strategy, but gosh. All right, let's try to get to minus 250. All right, there we go. All right, I'm gonna pull out a dice. This is getting a little bit stressful. We're down 250, so we're not down too bad, but we're gonna play something else and finish off the day. All right, we're hopping into limbo. I don't plan on being in here too long because this game can just torch you so easily. But I'm gonna try to do my 2x to 1.5x. I think first off, we're gonna start off with a dollar bet and just go for a 1.5x. Try to keep it simple. It's a 50%, or that's a 50-cent win if we do win this. And we don't. Okay. We gotta get 2 wins on that to come back, which is pretty tough. And we're just getting a bunch of losses. Come on. Oh man. All right, see, this is gonna get dirty. It's gonna get dirty. Let's go for a 2x on $1. All right, one more. All right, I gotta martingale this a little bit. And then let's go for a 1x, or sorry, $1 on a 2x. And let's try to go oh man. Come on, man. Don't do this to me. Okay. All right, we need to $1. Come on. $1 on a 2x. Come on. There it is. All right, we're back to break even. We're back to break even. A lot of work. All right, so we're gonna do mines. So $5 bet. I'm gonna go for 3 clicks. I got 3 mines on the board. It's pretty risky, but we gotta get this day over with. And I think we gotta bet a little bit bigger now since we're getting up a little bit. So I'm gonna take this very slow. but I wanted to talk about my editing in the last episode. So I had someone else edit the last episode. It's an editor, that's what he does. We did a test run, so he put a lot of work into that, and I got a lot of feedback, good and I won't say bad, but like people like didn't like all the extra editing because I'm usually very simple. I personally don't have like a ton of editing skills. I'm not good with all that. Like I use iMovie. I use like the most basic possible thing. I just don't pay for that stuff. I don't really have a ton of time to learn it. I used to use like Sony Vegas back in the day. I used to make different content when I was younger, but yeah, I don't have that skill. So, oh man, the bomb hurts so bad, man. I don't have that skill. So we did a test run. Just, that hurts my heart, man, hitting that bomb. I don't have that skill. So he did a test run just to like show me what he can do. And basically we were just seeing, you know, how everything turned out. I thought it turned out really well. It was a lot of editing compared to what I do because I'm very basic with what type of work I do. We're gonna do a $10 bet here. Let's get a little bit weird. Trying to take this very slow because this is like so stressful. But I thought it turned out really well. Basically, I take up a ton of time editing, and I have a lot of stuff going on in my personal life. I work full time, and I got other responsibilities I'm working on. Oh, thank God. Okay, I'm not gonna push that. We're gonna take that cash out. So I'm trying to get somebody else to help out and take on some of the editing because it would save me so much time between like recording and all the other stuff I have going on in my life. So we're seeing how that goes. I appreciate everyone's feedback. The music's back. I know a couple people missed the music, but it's back in this episode, as you can already tell. Dang, dude. Oh man, this is so tough. We're hitting so many bombs. It's only 3 mimes. There's only 3 mimes. We're hitting so many. All right. Let's pick random. Yeah, so that's the plan. He's gonna probably edit in the future. One more. All right, one more. Okay, whew, cash that out. But yeah, we're just working on stuff. It'll be all good. It'll be all good. Everyone just relax. It's all cool. But it's gonna save me a lot of time. So that's really very excited for that. Oh my gosh, man, this is crushing me right now. This might be the last one. Okay, that's definitely the last one. We're out of here. We're down $20. Unfortunately, we're getting really low in the stop loss. We're down $20 today, and our stop loss is 30. So I think I'm gonna rip a $5 bet on blackjack, and that gives us room to double or split if we can. But we need to come back, and I don't know. We're having a really tough time today. I don't know why it's been so difficult recently. I feel like I'm not doing anything like super risky. I'm not going for like 10Xs or like 20Xs or anything. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I've like lost some mojo or if I'm just getting super unlucky or what. But I feel like every time somebody like suggests stuff, it doesn't work. I try to listen to suggestions a lot. When people suggest to try different things or do different things, but I don't know. I feel like whatever I do recently just hasn't been working out too well for us. But I don't know. We're gonna give it a shot, see what happens. Just gonna keep playing the way I am. I really don't want to have to redeposit into my website balance. Right now I have $20 in here, and the money I withdrew is supposed to stay out and be locked in as profit, but I might have to transfer money over, which I really don't want to do. Okay, we hit the stop loss for today. I'm gonna enter this in the sheet and we will move on to day 2. All right, day 135 was a loss. We hit the 4% stop loss. We've been on a pretty good losing streak recently. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it, but it's happening. But on day 136, we're sitting at $749, which makes our 1% profit goal $7.49, and our stop loss is $30. And I think what the plan is, I might just do one bet. I might just do a 1% bet and leave it at that. And if we hit it, we hit it. If we lose it, we lose it. I won't hit the stop loss again. I really don't, like I said, I really don't want to take this balance down and have to pull back in more money, because it just hurts to do that. I want to lock in those profits and like actually lock them in. But I feel like every time I try to play safe and do like a ton of bets, I think I already reset the live stats, but like we just have to battle for it, man. I don't know. I feel like I'm not doing anything like completely different. I feel like I'm, maybe you guys can correct me. I try to listen to feedback a lot, and if I do something wrong, I try to read everyone's feedback. Sometimes I feel like it's not always correct. People will tell me, everyone suggests different stuff, right? People will suggest a bet super small. People would suggest a bet really big, certain games, whatever. But I don't know. I feel like I try to listen to everything. I try to do everything, but I just cannot get something to stick and work. But we're going to rip 1% of the bankroll on one blackjack hand. See how it goes. 14 against an 8. I'm just looking because I know it's a hit and I just want to confirm it. It's a tough hit. All right. If I win this, we're going to cash in for the day. If I lose, we're also going to cash out for the day, because we're down to $13. So if we lose this, we're down pretty good. Let's hit it. Let's see what we can do. All right, we have an 18. That's really good against an 8. This could be a tie or push, or it could be a win, or it could be a loss. They have an ace. But let's see what they got. 16, 21. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna call it there on the day. Let's log that in the sheet. All right, day 136 was an L. We did 1% of the bankroll as a bet. We lost it. And I'm gonna do day 137 just because we're here, and we'll try to move the challenge a little bit along as well. So I'm gonna do the same thing for day 137, see if we can't get lucky and just get a 1% bet and double it up. So our 1% profit goal will be 744, and then our stop loss is $30. All right, so we're gonna rip this again. Same thing. I think we just got like, maybe, let's see what we got on. Oh wait, this doesn't go the whole way back, does it? I was trying to see if I could see my previous. I think I lost like I think before this one, I lost the previous 2 on blackjack as well. So it's like 3 losses in a row. Let's see what we can do here. I can't even double this up. Another 14 against the 2, which is a stand. And we're down to like $6 on the website. So I got 19. All right, we got smoked today again. I don't know what's going on. It's tough. A lot of L's. But yeah, we're down to $5. So I'm gonna have to pull money over. I think what the plan will be is I will withdraw money from the casino apps and pull that over to the website. All right, so looking at today's episode, we are down a total of $37 on the day. That's a pretty big L. We had the huge bonus on the outside casino app, which was massive, the deposit bonus. That boosted us up a lot, but the website just seems to just be taking our money big time recently. We got a lot of L's. Obviously these 2 bets here on these 2 days were like very aggressive, but again, I'm just trying to switch things up, trying to find something that works, and I can't seem to land anything recently. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like these are the strategies I was talking about before, like back here. This is like where I'm going back to my original videos and trying to watch those. I ripped those in the first day of this video, all the mind strategies, all the dice strategies, and you can see it's still tough for me with the bigger bankroll. I don't know why. But yeah, I don't know. We're just hitting like a dry spot. It's just gonna happen. Like I said, keep on paddling. It's not gonna stop us. We're still super far up. Our tracking right here, we should be at like $300 if we were getting 1% every single day, with the bonuses just being $1, which obviously with like the sign up bonuses and stuff, we're getting a lot more. The thing is though, these bonuses aren't going to meet as much in the future, so we have to be able to play to get wins after these bonuses. You know, if I'm getting a couple bucks here and there, that's nice. But when the balance is bigger, if we can make it that far, I need to be able to get the actual wins because the bonuses won't be able to carry me forever. So that's what I'm kind of frustrated on, is I need to figure out the actual strategies that really work for me and that continue to like get wins in the long run. That's why I'm a little bit frustrated, just because I want to figure that out now. But there's no winning guaranteed strategy in the long run. But you know, we still got time to figure it out. We're still way ahead. I'm not worried about it. We're doing good. We're more than double where we should be in the challenge. So it's all good. We're all good. But yeah, I would be very curious to hear what's working for you guys. If you guys have anything that's working for you, what do you guys do? It seems to be consistent. I mean, I know nothing works forever. Everything's eventually going to bust at some point, but I don't know. I'm trying to switch things up, and you know, I need maybe some outside input on other strategies, maybe something to think about. But we're all good. Like I said, we're just gonna keep on paddling. That's the message of today. Just don't stop. Be consistent. Do what you gotta do. Stay disciplined. Yeah, we took some L's, but you know, realistically, these aren't all hitting the stop loss. I only hit the stop loss once technically. This didn't hit the stop loss. This did not hit the stop loss. You know, I'm just cutting these a little bit early because I know once I'm down like 15, 20 bucks, it's really hard to recover from that, as we saw in the first playthrough today. It's really hard to come back because when you're down like 15, 20 bucks, you got to come back like almost 30 bucks to get that 1% profit. So I think that's the thing, is like once you hit those L's in the beginning, it makes the day so much harder. It's like with these ones, that's why I just did one bet, because I'm already down 1%. So to come back, I'd have to get 2%. So I just cut my losses. But yeah, so that's why I'm trying to not hit the 4% every single day, because if I try to do that, then these days would be a lot heavier going down. That'd probably be like, what is that? Like 30, 60, 90, 120, I think 150 bucks if I hit the stop loss every single day. Yeah, I probably could have came back some of those days too. But you know, I feel like the longer I try to come back and play, the worse mentally I play. So yeah, that's that. I appreciate you guys very much. You guys are a very good community. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.